Okay, here we go. I'm here. Here we go. Just be a second here. Get in here, and I've been sitting here playing with my stamps, and the time got away from me. So I'm 2 minutes late. Woohoo! So this is going to be a live video chat show where we are going to do arts and crafts for adults because we use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and hot glue guns and dangerous electrical items. And but we're also a chat room where we like to get into the chat. So let's see if I can find the chat room real quick here.
Can you find them?
I'm looking for them.
It looks like it's cleared up a little bit.
It has. We've been having real bad thunderstorms, so if anything should happen, you just know that I will try to get back on, and I will also contact uh, people through my Facebook if I can't get back online or for some reason. But it looks like it's passed for a little while, so I'm hoping that it's kind of slowed down. So I'm going to go back into my channel and turn me down. Woohoo! Hey, there's Kitty Jen. Good to see you come in early now. I hope you're finished with your classes. She's been doing things. And Belinda and Linda. Oh, let me show Linda what I got. Every time I see a little tiny train,
Oh,
I'm going to see.
That's an antique like one.
It's just a copy of some Christmas things, and it's a 6 cent. It is an antique, but it's not real. It's just piece of paper. But that'll go in my next letter to Tim.
Janet Nash is on it.
So if you have any choo-choo trains or find anything with trains, you have to mail them to Tim Rents, and that's his mother right there. So we like to keep Tim happy. So there's Janet. Hi, Janet Nash.
Hi,
and Sharon. Good to see you all. Good to see you. All right. I have been so productive the past 2 hours. I've been working.
Has really been buzzing.
I have. I've been in here.
There's Sharon Lombard. Hello, Sharon.
And
hello,
Jessie. Darling. Jessie's here.
Yeah.
Come on in. Sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down a spell. Yeah. Kick your shoes off.
Put your swimming trunks on. Come on down.
The water is warm.
I got a pond in the backyard.
It's like a hot tub. It's 90 degrees.
No, I'm not talking about that. We're talking about the water in the ground.
Yeah, well, it'll go down. Oh, you do. You're just having dinner and popping in. Okay, Jennifer, I understand. Good evening, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. Hi, darling.
Yeah. So anyway, I found a good use for my lid for my to do a little rub down. And look, I did it on this one, but usually when you do the first stamp on these, you should really do it on a scrap piece of paper and then ink it up, and then you can get it good. It's when it's dry, it just takes a little bit longer to ink up. A technique. That's a technique.
It's all about technique.
So anyway, we are doing a stamping trade, and if you want to play, anybody can play. All you got to do is send me 5 sheets of stamps, variety of your stamps, and a self-addressed stamped envelope with the postage on it, and I will return you 5 different ones, all different from 5 different people. So you got to put your name on it.
What is that saran wrap or not saran wrap?
This is called deli paper.
Deli paper.
It's what they wrap your sandwiches up in. You can use parchment paper. You can use copy paper, typing paper.
That's nice.
You can use notebook paper. anything you want to put
Brown
it on.
paper bags,
Yeah,
as
you
long
could
as it's
use,
dark enough to see.
yeah, and you can use tissue paper.
Yeah.
And I've been using copy paper, and this is the first time I've used the deli, so I'll have a few deli papers. And I'm just going to do this one sheet, and then we'll move on to the other things I'm doing. To other things, and I found this. It says, "A princess is what you were meant to be, 'cause being sweet comes naturally." Hmm.
Oh, isn't that you all over?
Oh, um, Teresa made a feather out of a piece of blue jeans,
Oh, wow.
and the quill of the feather, which is the stalk of the feather, is the mint is the seam is a seam, and then you cut the shape, and then you fray it, and then you have all these frays, and you can put beads on them, and stuff like that. But she's made one, and I think she posted it in the group. So if anybody wants to go see it,
Hi, Bonnie. Bonnie Limpkin.
yeah.
Yeah. All, all friends here.
And Bonnie, did you reach 500 on your other channel? She's got two channels, and she was trying to get 500. She she's got two accounts. Oh, Daisy, does Daisy have enough yet? Let me choose. I'll go over and check.
Daisy and Grace. Bonnie L.
Okay, how many? You had to have 50 channels. You got 50 subs. So is that what you needed? 50, and you got 61. Okay, so you got 50. Is that good?
Hi, Marty.
So that worked out real good. And we can put both of your channels in if anybody wants to do that for me. Everybody's saying, "Hey, Joe." Hi, Marty. Hi, Bonnie. By the way. By the way, this is a little bead. It's a foam kitty bead, children's bead, and I glued two of them together to make a stamp out of it. So you can make your own stamps. I'm just putting a couple on there because they're so cute. And I think I did that one. And I did that one. I'm leaving the flowers out. Oh, look, I got a bumblebee. Let's put a bumblebee on there. Trade my inks out. So I have my what are we on, day 4 for our 100-day challenge prompt game, and I have the prompts here somewhere on this desk. I don't. Yeah, they're in my book. Okay, I got them. I got them. And so we're going to do that next. We're going to do. I could also do the stamp trade next and show you. Finish talking about that. Get it out of the way. And this is for the month of July. And we just finished doing a napkin trade. So hopefully everybody's got their napkins. If anybody has not gotten their napkins, let me know in a messenger, and I will talk to you after the show. I'll take care of you. We'll take good care of you too. And then this side has a butterfly. So I'm just going to do the butterfly too. Why not? So I'm packing them on here. Packing them on here. Couple butterflies. Those are cute. They got polka dots on them. And here's another girl. We'll do her.
Well, I hope you ladies tonight are having good weather at home.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Bonnie sent me her stamps. Thank you. You made an extra for me. Thank you. I'm going to take one anyway, because I'm making. Everybody's going to get one of mine. Thank you. Thank you, Bonnie. Oh yeah, I get one. We'll make sure of
Michelle
that.
Watts.
There's Michelle.
Yeah, hello, hello.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Starting with
If you all don't
Jesus.
care to put each other's links in, Michelle streams on a regular basis, and she does Bible thing studies on Wednesdays. If anybody would like to join her little channel, she does cute stuff. She's easy to listen to. So I got her down there. Okay, that's good. Then I got a little tree. And then what you do with these stamps is you can cut them apart and use them in your art. And that's something that I need to do is add stamps on tissue paper to a prompt, to some of our prompts.
Now, tissue paper makes them, you don't have to push so hard, right?
Yeah, well, I have a foam underneath here. It's a thick, dense stamping foam, and you can push down on it, and it doesn't go too deep, but it goes deep enough to get a good get all of the print. Um, when it's on wood, you pretty much get a good push down, but when you have one that's not on wood, sometimes you don't get all of the parts, and so this is a something that helps me stamp. And it was a gift. This is plum. We'll do some plums. Let's see. Oh, I've got a parrot. That Cheryl gave me this one.
Wow.
Cheryl Johnson. I wish she'd come back in.
Yeah.
The last time I haven't heard from her for a while, but Teresa has, and she was just she wasn't watching too much YouTube. She was resting, doing a lot of resting.
Parrots are your favorite.
Yeah, I used to collect parrots when I was younger. I did. And as a matter of fact, I've got a parrot on my table behind me. It's a wind chime. And I need to get it over here and restring it. It needs to be restringed. And I know that you all could help watch me do that. Hi, Goldie.
Yeah. Hello,
Good to
Goldie.
see everybody.
How you doing?
So let's see how
Glad to
this.
see everybody showing up.
Yeah. So there's that. Ooh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
He is cute.
Yeah, the rain stopped. Glad everybody's getting out of the rain.
Yeah, I think the rain has ended, so that's good. Here's another flower. And I'm saving the flower stamps out. And I'm going to use those on my flower trade. And then I'll talk to you about that here in a minute too. I'm doing a flower trade with Aunt Beck. If you like to do trades, you all need to start watching Aunt Beck, and you need to start watching Cindy Levin. She does stamps trades every month, and Becky just does them every so often. But they're nice. They're super good. So we've got this flower. Anyway, I'll save these flowers out, and that'll be cute to put on the envelopes. The flower envelopes. So Janet's putting some links in for me. Marty Strings. And you got Michelle in there. Thank you, Marty. Marty's good. Marty, put your stream in there. Janet streams. Janet, put yours in there. That's cute. I'm gonna leave that one out too. So I just have this much more to do, and I'm done with this little box. There's nothing left in it to stamp. And I've got this little box over here, and I've got these, and this is a row of puppies. Let's see if I can get the row of puppies to come out. Huh?
What is it? She does no string.
Well, Marty, you put you do uploads, don't you? Don't tell me I've been watching another Marty and thinking it was you. No, I'm thinking of Malaya, Marty. You got me. It wasn't you, Marty. It's
Malaya?
Malaya, lovely Malaya. Mm-hmm. I did word association with, M's. You don't know me? Oh gosh, Marty, come on. You know I'm always messing up.
I'll vouch for it.
Ask Joe.
Yeah.
I get it honestly.
She gets so excited,
But at least I figure it out.
Sooner or later.
I bet there's a lot of us that do it, that get things twisted. Okay, I'm going to put these puppies down here. There's a row of puppies. And that'll be the last one. Some lucky person's going to get this in the swap. Yep, they will. Get in there. Okay, I think that can go there, and that can go there.
Wonder where our sweet Margaret is.
She'll be in here in a minute.
Sweet honey.
So, what's it clicking on here? I don't know in there anyway. It's a washi tape. I'll put the washi tape in the washi tape drawer. I've been putting things away, cleaning things, and guess what? I found jackpot. I knew Joe had bought me some stamps. Well, I couldn't find them. The next thing I know, the next week or so, he comes in with some more stamps. Postage stamps. Well, I found the first batch. So I've got 2 batches of stamps. So I'm good to go with stamps. And they're going up on July the 7th. If you would need to get any stamps,
Yep.
you need to go to the post office and get them or order them online. You can order them online. And I've done that before, and it's easy. So, and they do charge you about $2 on postage, but at least you don't have to go out. Okay, so these little stamps are extras. Let's see if I can get them in this box. Put them away. Put them away in here. got all kinds of goodies in here. Some gelatos. And this lid will allow this to close. Yes, it will. So I'm going to put that right there. And then these two will go in my drawers. Joe, there's a drawer over there for words. And then that's for words. And then this one would be shapes with musical shapes. Yep. And then these two that go down, you'll see shapes. Yeah. Thank you. And then these will go up on top under the red and green boxes up on top. And you can do the balancing act and the craft-a-lanch is in your hands. So let me just explain a little bit. This is my deli paper, and you buy it online. This had like 500 sheets in it, so it's going to last a while. And I keep it up in the top because I don't use it that often, but it is fun to use. So the last time I did a stamping trade was like back in 2020. And I got stamp pages from lots of people, and I'm trying to think who this came. I try to put their names on it. This one came from Joy. I got two. She sent me extras, so I could even put one of hers in my giveaway. I know there'll be plenty. I'm sure there'll be plenty. And this one came from, I'm going to say, Teresa. Does this look any familiar to you, Teresa? Somebody. I didn't put their name on there. So I'm going to try to make sure I get everybody's name on there. And but these are some of the stamps that I received. This one, I believe it or not, I think it was Janet Nash. Nope, it was from Rhonda Jenkins. Yeah, buddy. And it was just a whole page of stamping, random stamping. And there was another one that's similar to hers, and it had gold on it, and I know it came from Janet. Now, how come I can remember certain things like that? I don't know. This one come from Tammy. That's cute. And it's on some kind of deli paper. Here's another piece of deli paper. And this one looks like mine. Maybe. It looks like mine. I think I've got those. And but anyway, these are samples. You can use plain paper. This one's one of mine. And I've got a great big lion and a zebra. We need to do some animal things, fun things with animals. And see, this is what you do when you get get what you want off of there and use it in your artwork. And here's one on paper, and this was from Debbie way back when. There's some more deli paper, and I used one of these. And I'm not sure where that came from, but that's okay. So anyway, if you don't have any stamps, then perhaps here's another one from Mina. I'm trying to get down here to the bottom. Well, I already have it out, I guess, what I want to show you. So this one was, I think, Janet Nash. Because it's gold. 2020. But anyway, doing too many things at once. So here's some more samples on paper. And you can do any holiday. There's Halloween and Christmas and funny ones. This one's from Jane. She traded with me. There's a postcard backing and some keys. Those are cute. So yeah. And I saw another one that I did. This was another one that somebody sent me. This was from Joy. Another one from Joy. Some of them sent me extras. This one's got a fairy on it and some different things. So anyway, let me put these away. And show you some more stuff over here. This was one of mine. Stamp some more on it. And this was one of mine. I can use that one. And this one's one of mine. And I did this like a background, like a master board. This was like a master board, and I love it. But I'm going to put that in my stash to give away because I'm going to be sure and give everybody one of mine, and because I want to. Because I want y'all to have one of mine for playing the game with me, for doing the trade with me. So if you want to play, you're welcome to play. And I got the list right here. And here is a sample if you don't have any stamps. And okay, Teresa, I'll get it out. Let me find my phone. Teresa did this feather with a pair of blue jeans. And it's real cute. I saw the video too, but she beat me to it. She made it before me. We obviously watched the same things. We do. We watch the same things. Um, okay. Well, I don't see it. Teresa, did you push it? Did you push post? Did you finish pushing all the buttons? Because I don't see it. She said yeah, yes, Teresa. Uh, go back in and post it again because it's not in my group. You might have been in somebody else's group. So anyway, if you don't have any stamps, you can still play along. All you need is a magazine, and you can just fussy cut pictures out and put them on 5 pieces of paper. You could even do one page and copy it if you have access to a copy machine, like at the library or in your, on a printer. You can copy this page and send me 5 pages. That would work. So you don't have to do 5 pages if you don't have that many. And so there's lots of ways that you can get around to doing it, to play. So here's some of the pages that I've already done, and I will be adding one of these to each one of your all's returns. And like this one, my ink, the stamp didn't do very good, so I just used a marker to fill it in to make it fit, make it work. So I doctored that up. And see, you can do it. Anybody can do it. There's just a lot of goodness on there. and I did 5 at a time, and they've got about the same on each one of these guys. And then I did, here's the list. If anybody wants on the list to trade, right here. Here's the stamping tray. I started these pages and I haven't, I'll have to finish these up. And I got plenty of time to do it because everybody's not, uh, there's time. It's for the month of July. So you just need to get them out to me. I would say if you could get them out to me by the first week of July, get them in the mail to me, then that way that'll give me another week to get them back to you. And I can't get them out to you until I get at least 5 back, 5 at a time, so I can divide it up. So that's another one that's finished. And this one's finished. So, but there's quite a few of y'all playing. Thank you, Teresa. I'll look at it again. And this one here, somebody sent me this one because, oh, I know. This one is a embossing sheet. You can use those as stamps. If you have dye things that you embossing equipment, you can use those for stamps too. Hi, Kathy. So yeah. And then here's another piece of paper. And over here, I've got household items. And so you can use corrugated cardboard. This is a piece of a lid off of another stamp that I had that was used up, and I threw the stamp away, but I kept the lid, and it's a cute shape. Deodorant lids are fun. This was a medicine cap. And then this was a Scotch tape, empty Scotch tape ring. I took it off of the after I used the tape. I kept the circle part. This is some hearts, bubble wrap hearts. I had this was a hot pad from the kitchen. I cut it up and brought it in here. And this was Punchinelli, but I messed it up. I should have used ink instead of paint. So you can use household items as well. So there you go with all of the stamp trade. So I've got it all together. So if there's anybody that wants to do it, you just let me know. And I also have if anybody wants to be put on the one-way list, if you just want to receive some stamps and you don't want to return, or you don't have the strength or the ability or the easy part of mailing things out, but you would like to receive some happy mail and you haven't and you don't want to play the trade, you can tell me and I will put you on a one-way list. And the one-way list means we will send something to you and you do not have to send anything back. If anybody wants to put on the shut-in list, I call it shut-in, but it's homebound. It's usually one way. And I've got several people on that list that I try to send out to every so often. So if there's anybody in the room, in the chat room, that would like to be on that list, I will put you on there, and you will receive some of these. Okay? So everybody can play. All right. And then I do have for August, we're going to do paper dolls, and September we're going to do hidden note cards that Angela told me about, and it is so cute. I can't wait to start making them, but I'll have to wait until we do dolls. And but she's going to send me a sample of one of these hidden note cards, and we'll make them together in August. We'll make them in August, and we'll mail them out in September. And then I have other ideas for us to do trades. If anybody has any other ideas that things that we can trade, let me know. We always love to do ACTs. You know, ACTs are probably one of our favorite, um, uh, probably one of our favorite art cards that we love to do all year long. But we do other things too. So, hi Dana. Okay. Hey y'all. Hey Dana. Let's see. Yes, Teresa's going to be. She's going to do. Uh, are you on this one? Teresa's going to be offline for a little bit. She'll be on. She's going to be having some tests done, and she might. I'm not sure if she's going to have surgery or if it's going to be what all going on with Teresa. And so I'm going to put her on the on that happy mail list. We're going to have a special happy mail list, and we'll put her on this, so she'll get a little bit. Okay, Teresa. And I think Kitty Jen would like to be on this list too. Kitty Jen, would you like to be on the happy mail list? Yes, July she'll be starting to have some surgery. So she's just really busy and doesn't have time to, to do all that stuff. If she does get on and stream, it'll be an impromptu, and it'll be, she'll do what she can do that day. So that's what we're going to do. Tassels are fun. Okay, I'm going to put tassels on here. We can do tassels. I like to make homemade tassels. Hi, Becca. Um, and while Becca's here, she's going to come on at 9 o'clock. And as soon as I get done with this, we're going to do the 100-day challenge. And I've got everything ready for that to go. And I went ahead and gathered some of the materials so I wouldn't have to be running around the room. And and then we always have Barbara Batzer. And then we have Judy. Is it Polton? I forgot Judy's last name. Anyway, I know those two. And anyway, I'll think of somebody else in a minute. Hi, Leah. Oh, Leah, let's triple check to see if you're on here. Let's look for Leah. We got a bunch. Yes, Leah, you are on here, honey. You told me last time. So you need to mail me 5 sheets of stamping things. 5 sheets. No, Teresa. It's no, Teresa. It's not Kim and it's not Fat Judy. No, I've got her name. Anyway, so unless you have any more questions about the stamping trade, I'm moving on to some other things. moving along, moving on. So good. I'll add these to my already stamped ones because they're ready. Ready, Freddy. Okay. So I've got my 100-day challenge book of prompt games, and I'm loving it. I am just loving this book. I cleaned my desk off, and I can open my book now. I can get to my drawers over here, and I took out a whole box of books off the side of my desk here, and I stuffed them. They're all in a box over here, and I've got about 4 or 5 boxes in the hallway of boxes that I've carried out of here so that I could start cleaning. It was like I had too much stuff in the way, so I jerked a bunch of stuff out to give me some space. So I've got like this plus double this. I've got double this much space. So I'm happy. So anyway, this is 1 and this was 2. If you want to play the 100-day challenge game, you don't have to do it every day. You can do it whenever you want to do it. Uh, Create with Beckon needs to put her link in, and she's the one who does the prompts and gets the prompts to us. She on her channel, all of her team in her chat room hollered out new prompts this year, and everybody, it was like favorites and maybe some new ones and stuff, and so she's got the prompts in a bucket, and she's pulling the prompts out. So there's 10 prompts on this one and this one, 2 and 3 and 4. So today is 5. Today and it was done. It was yesterday was 5, and I'm doing them when I stream. So I'm doing them maybe a day or 2 later, and doing them 1 or 2 at a time. But I did one with her online, and then this is the next one right here. This was yesterday's. And tonight, when she comes on at 9, I'm going to jump off here and go over to her place and do today's prompts are going to go up here. Or no, it'll go back here. So I'm doing them on half pages, and my book is made out of grocery bags. The big grocery bags. I cut them up and made a book. And Coptic stitched them in. So today, maybe I'll take and put a piece of paper right here. What did I do with? Oh, this will work. This will work. A piece of paper. But maybe I'll put this underneath so you can see, and not it was blending in the background. So we can do this. So anyway, this was already on my page. Let me explain. When we did the one day before, we had to put paint down and close the book. So when I opened the book back up, this was on this page, and then I have some more down here on this page. So this is a freebie for today. So we'll see if we can't use it or cover it up. Great. Thank you, Becca. You're excited to have me? We're like what is it? Oil and water. we go at it. And let me tell you, Becca cheats too. Yes, she does. If she don't like it, she'll put it back in and draw another one. That's what she did the other day. That's what she did. Okay. So I have some items over here that I'm going to use. I have an old picture. I've got a bird, and I've got a house, and I've got a puzzle piece, and I've got some fabric. And this is also old. I could use this as old too, but it would. But anyway, I thought I would use the fabric is fabric strips. So what I'm going to try to do is rip some of this apart when the time comes. But anyway, this is some curtains that my grandmother had, and didn't it look like grandma's curtains? Oh, look, there's a rooster or chicken. We'll have to put that in the chicken book. And there's another bird. That's a rooster too, or a chicken. There's several chickens. Oh my. We'll just have we'll just have a heyday with this. Yes, we will. We'll take all of this one and this one and this one, and then they repeat. There's three. Okay, there's three. We'll get the three. So yeah, all right. We'll throw this over there. So the first prompt says something old, and I found this old picture. So I'm going to just go ahead and I guess glue it down. I'm going to glue it down because that's what we want to do. I could staple it in, then I could lift it up and work underneath it. What do y'all think? You think it would be, should I staple it in or glue it down? I'll let you all decide. If I glue it down, it'll be in the middle, but if I staple it, I can go all the way up here and staple it at the top, lift it up, and still work on my paper. Goldie. No, Dana doesn't. Dana doesn't want any glitter, and neither does Becca. Becca hates glitter, unless it's a Stickles. And confetti. Woohoo! Yeah. Oh boy. So hi Pam and Goldie and I know Leah came in a few minutes ago. Good to see everybody. So, did anybody decide whether I should glue it or paint or staple it? I found my stapler. I got my stapler. And don't say whatever you want to do. Okay, we got one glue and one staple. Who's going to break the tie? That would be funny, Dana. Oh, okay, Becca, I will. I'll get right on that right away. Becca wants me to remove her address. Photo corners. I don't know what you mean. Glue? I guess I'll glue it. There's two glues, one staple, and one photo corners. Does that mean you want it in the corner? Photo in the corner? I can glue it in the corner. I'll just glue it in the corner since I got the glue on it. Okay, so there's my photo. This guy here kind of reminds me of my daddy. My daddy was skinny and tall, and he had blonde hair. I think my daddy was cuter than this guy, but this guy came out of a flea market find. All right, so we got an old photo, something old, and I don't know why, but on every so often there's a corner cut out. So when I cut these bags apart, somehow the corner got cut out. I don't know how. That's okay. We'll cover it up. Oh, Becca moved. Yeah, there you go. She did. She moved, so she doesn't have a forwarding address. Hmm. Okay, now the next one says, rub gesso with your fingers. Now I can do a lot, or I can cover it all, or I can just do a little. I could do fingerprints. Then that wouldn't be rubbing, would it? Would that be cheating if I did white fingerprints, Becca? Is that cheating? Be decorative. Marty's going to send Becca some felting stuff. Um, I'm going to show you my felting here, and after this, I'm felting flowers for another swap. No, you can use white paint because white paint is in gesso. You can buy colored gesso. I've seen it in black and gray. I've got some up in there, but white is popular. I know, Becca, but what about fingerprints? White fingerprints. I'm using my fingers, but I'm not really rubbing. I'm just I'm smearing it on there. It's got to count. I'm using my creativeness. I'm thinking outside of the box. So that's what that means. So there she goes. She says, if that's how you interpret it. So I'm just going to put a little dot there. Oh boy, that's a big dot. It's thick. One of these days, I'm going to get my mom and dad's scrapbooks. They're in the bedroom, in the other bedroom, and show you some of their scrapbooks. They've traveled and different places, and they and see their old scrapbooks from when they were kids. So here we go. I'm smearing it out. It just looks like a dot. It don't look like a bumblebee, but that's okay. I've got other things to put on it on top of it. I got this is only number two. Now I got to make sure these guys dry. I can make them a little bigger. Okay, there's my things. Get some my napkins and use them for cleanups. Shirt and legs. What? What? Oh, you see my shirt and my legs off my table? Yeah, I got a pink shirt on. Think I'm sitting here without my shirt on? Let's see. Okay. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer approves. The prompt was gesso and rub with your fingers. And I just rubbed it a little bit and made little round dots. The first one was something old, and then rub gesso with your fingers. So I was being, on a clean, kind of a clean side of it, not too messy. All right, I'm going to dry this real good, and then the next one is puzzle. And I have a puzzle piece. And we can use either side. This one kind of matches. Becky, I don't know why I've been calling Becky all week. Becca, do you have expand paste in your prompts? Of course, everybody doesn't have expand paste. So, um, there's 29 of y'all in the room. Woohoo! Everybody, give me a thumbs up and and go to another video and type in the comments. Puzzle is the word of the day. Puzzle. So you can give me some comments. So, something about puzzles, like I like puzzles, or I hate puzzles, or I do puzzles, or I have puzzles, or I need to get some puzzles. Isn't that what I said? Gesso and rub with your fingers? Just because I didn't word it exactly. Good night, Janet. Sleep well. Okay, so we got to think about how we're going to use our puzzle. And I can just glue it down, I suppose. And I could even maybe overlap it onto the picture and include it. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'm going to put it on with my hot glue. So I'm going to let it warm up. And I'm going to glue it down right there. I did. I did. I moved them around a little bit, Pam. Janet's got to go to night night. But she'll catch me on the replay tomorrow. She always does. So after the puzzles, I'm waiting for my hot glue to warm up. It's going to be numbers. And I'm going to dry my dots again and get them dried a little bit more. If you're up in the balcony, come down and say hello one time. We want to know who's up there. Where that heat gun is hot. Careful with your heat guns. It will burn your paper. So anyway, I'm just going to do this. And I know it kind of messes it up, but that's all right. Hi, Debbie. Come on in. So I'm making it worse. So I'm just going to have to be creative with the next prompt, and the next prompt is numbers. And I have some numbers that I'm trying to get out from under the table. Voila! This is just a cigar box, but inside of it is some old-fashioned uh, letters, and the box smells. So I keep putting air fresheners in there. So I've got some old numbers, and let's get some ink out. And we'll see about putting some of these numbers down. This one is OP. Okay, this one is O, and this one must be the number O. It's got a dot behind it, but it matches the numbers. They all have dots behind them. Okay, so we'll start off with 0. So, oh, hi, Becky. Good to see you, honey. It's good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Haven't seen you in a month of Sundays. Lori's here. Who else is here? New. All right. Is Diane here too? Diane, I have a question. What time do you stream in Australia? Or is it impromptu? What time do you stream? And I'll figure it out in Eastern time. I used the 9 and the 6 together. Oh, sorry, Jessie. She's got a backache. So I'm putting my numbers down. That's no fun. Sit down and relax. Wednesdays and Thursdays. Oh, okay. And Wednesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Okay. Because I keep missing you. And you told me that you were going to show me uh, some of your wet felting. I've got 6 on here twice. It's going to be lucky 6. I could stamp something on the picture too. These are working pretty good. I love it. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think so too. And I've been up in the middle of the night sometimes, and I think I've caught her. I've caught her before, but not very often. So I'll have to come over Wednesday at 8. So, okay, great. All right, there's some numbers. My hot glue is warmed up. So let me put my puzzle piece down. And Just put it down like that. I think I had it this way. Okay. Oh, okay. Hospital visits. Okay. Hospital visits to for him to go for treatments and things. Doctor visit, hospital visits, or you're gonna go visit and do something. Thank you, Debbie. And Debbie, put your link in so everybody can come over and subscribe to you. And are you going to have a sale coming up? Um, I'm going to have to take it out of. I noticed it was in my Facebook group, Debbie, and I don't sell in my Facebook group because um, I get people that want to join my group so that they can post their sales and not their art. And so I don't sell in my Facebook group, but you're allowed to talk about it in the chat room all you want. So thank you, Debbie. And tell us when your next sale is. Okay, so I'm done with the numbers. I messed up the dots. They were kind of cute. Uh-oh. Oops. Dropped the ink on there. Okay, let's put this away. Now, the next one is strips of fabric. And that's where this is going to come through. So I wanted to, there's a part here. So we're going to just put some strips in here. And we've got some I might have to get it started. With some scissors. Just a few strippies. Hi, Juju. And Juju's going to be streaming tonight. Are you streaming with Dawn? And then she'll come back on again at 11. I'm just going to fray this a little bit. Make it looks like it's, going to be part of the club. Hi, Joyce. She's going to, so that'll be at 8 o'clock my time. So she'll be streaming here in about 45 minutes. Okay, honey. And then we'll see you tonight. I'm doing yesterday's 100-day prompt game. Did you get did you do yesterday's yet? And then at 9 o'clock tonight, Becca's going to stream, and we're going to do today's at 9 o'clock tonight on Becca's channel. Hi, Carol. Come on in. We're doing 100-day prompt, and I have to say it's not my favorite yet. But I always did say that it has to go through an ugly stage before it gets to a pretty stage. That's what I've always said. So we'll see how it goes. And Juju is quite the artist with this stuff too. Yeah, she'll be after me at 9, and then Juju will be on it at I think 11 Eastern and 10 Central. Because Juju and Becca are Central timers. They always have to be in the middle of something. That's what they do. That's what it's all about. So, anyway, I'm having fun doing this. So, there we go. It's all that matters. So, how many strips? I could line them up to where they match each other because this went here. I can match them up. That might be cute. Okay. Uh, Nessie answered me. Chat just flies by, and I can't find everything. Every time a line comes on, it jumps. Hit you on the head. Sorry about that. Anyway, okay. And I don't know about you all, but my chat in YouTube has been, it's either messed up or they've done something, but they tell you it comes up live chat top messages when I stream. Whenever I get on it, that's what it says. And if you touch the gear, the little tool over here, it you can do chat filters, top message, and I'm on top messages. But if I want to change it, it has top messages and then it has all messages. And I want to change it to all messages, but it won't do it if I touch it right now. Except it did it this time. It did it this time because I'm not getting all my messages on there. And I don't know if it went back and did them. I'm thinking I'm missing some things. There's Margaret. Hi, Margaret. What you been doing, Margaret? Have you got your stamps already? Are you ready to mail them to me? I talked about it a few minutes ago. Okay, this one's about all I can do with that. So, what does it match up? I don't know. Didn't match up anything. I've got another piece. Maybe it goes in the middle. So I'm using my strips here. Lori, are you saying I'm full of beans? I know Joe thinks I am. Let's see. So there's, oh my gosh, chats are flying. I'm way down. I'm way back up there. Becky, Debbie's going to work. Okay, Debbie. Working, work and listen. Thank you, Debbie. Lori has to clear a kitchen table. I've got a spare bedroom, and I need to clear it so that I can work in my craft room. I still don't have enough room, but I'm trying. That's all I can say is I'm trying. I did more today than I have in a long time. So let's see where this one goes. This one goes here. It goes right there. And then this one, I can't figure out where it goes at all. No, this is another basket. This one goes over here because I can see the basket. So did I use maybe I tore it from the opposite end. Maybe that's what I did. I don't know. But we're not gonna worry too much about it. It's like that. How about if I just make that piece there? I swear I don't know where this would come from. There's a handle, but it doesn't match that one. It matches that one. Okay, so there it goes. All right, there's my fabric strips. My hot glue is still on, and I'm just going to glue it along the top. I'm copying this from Juju because this is what Juju did last night with hers. She just glued it along the top and she let it dangle. So I think that's a splendid idea. So we're just going to start there and there and match them up. And there's an apple. There's some chicken feet. Chicken feet. Fried chicken feet. And that one's going to go there. Okay, I did my strips, and I like it because it covers all that mess up. So good. Okay, so the next prompt is I'm going to put this in with the chicken book so that we can get some chickens off of it, or I can go ahead and cut them off. That would be the easiest. Let's find the 3 chickens. One, two, three. Those are the 3 that I want. All right, I'm going to go after them. I'm using my granny's chicken kitchen curtains. Oh shoot. No, I'm doing all right. All right. Come on. You can do it, Beth. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. There we go. Enough of that. We got 3 chickens. And we'll just fold this back up and put it in the cupboard for the next craft project. Next, there's a guy, there is a guy on YouTube, and he does those reels, and he talks about tools and things, and they're real fast, easy to watch. They're not but 2 or 3 minutes, 10 minutes long, if that long. But he talks about how to do things quick and easy and stuff in the garage. And he always has the tool with him, or the spray can, or whatever, 3DW40 or whatever he's got that he's talking about. He's always got it in his hands, and he tells you what to do with it and how to do it. And then he takes and he goes, okay, it's like, and he throws it back over his head into the yard, and he goes, next, like the next problem, or the next what do I have to tell you about next? And he goes, next. It's so funny. We watch him all the time. And he lives up in north of Florida, and I don't know where exactly he lives, but it's a lot greener, like closer to the Georgia line. So I couldn't get that, so I'll just give it a little haircut, and so it'll stay on the page and let it dangle. Okay, so the next prompt is, this will go in the chicken book. Got it out. Come on, get in there. All right. The next one is splatter with white. Splatter with white. So I'm going to take my strips and move them up. This is what Juju did. So I'm doing what she did, and I got white paint on the back of that. That's okay. So I'm going to get my plate, and I'm going to use the gesso, because it's a thicker white, and it will be more prominent. And I just need a little drop like that. Probably don't even need that much. And I'm going to take my fan brush, and I've got some clean water over here, and I'm just going to add some water to my plate, and I'll mix that up with the gesso, make it a little juicy, and then it's watery, and then I can take my fan brush, and I swear that's way too much, but maybe I'll use it for something else tonight. I can put it in the chicken book. So there, I got some white on my fan brush, and I want to cover up my other page. And this is good. And I don't mind if it gets over here. And I tap my finger and make some water splatters. Like that. So there it is. I've also got some splatters on my screen. So just a minute, you guys. I got wipe it off. That's okay. I usually put a piece of paper up there, but I thought I just might be a little bit far enough away, but I wasn't. All right. We got splatters. Everything's good. Okay. All right. Now, the next one is add crayon, and then paint over. So, Becca, what was the exact one? Add crayon and paint over. Was that exactly what it read? Add crayons and then paint over top of it. It's just going to be a, a resist. Hi, Lynn. Come on in. Hello. Was that okay? Add crayon and then paint over. So, what could I do? I've got my crayons right here. Add crayon. I could either melt it or I can draw with it. What do you all think? I could melt the crayon or draw with it and do drops. Lynn said she did a video today. Well, good. How'd it turn out, Lynn? Did you do okay? Are you doing an art journal challenge? That's what we're doing. The title is My 2 June Journals. Someone put Lynn's channel in the thing for me. Or is that what that is, Marty? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's her link. I got to go over and see if I'm subscribed to you because I don't know. Yeah, we'll go over and check you out. Oh, it's got 6 likes. Good. Good, Lynn. All right. Congratulations, Lynn. I'm already subscribed. And let's see if I can find your video. It's an upload. It's an upload 5 months ago, 6 months ago. I don't see, unless it's a short. Yes, it's a short. Okay. So it says 2025 Happy Pride Month. Okay, June Journal. All right. I'll go in there and give you a like and say hi in the comments. Yeah, there we go. I'm in there. Thank you. Thank you, Lynn. Good job. Okay. Now, the next one is uh, use a crayon and then paint over it. So, what do you think I should do, guys? Any ideas? I can do circles around my white fingers, my gesso. They look like Easter eggs now. They sure don't make crayons like they used to. Sorry to say. They sure don't. Nope, they don't. So I'm using a crayon and I'm going around my fingerprints like that. Can you see the green? Okay, there's my green crayon. Do you think that's enough? Oh, yes, Goldie. Oh, oh, Goldie. I like that. I got, and these are original Crayolas, but they're not like they used to be. No, but I do have some other crayons. I've got my Neo 2 crayons, but I've got oil pastels. Hi, Brenda. Doodle on the blank bits and then watercolor. Okay, I can watercolor. So I'm just going to do maybe a bright yellow uh, around the green to see if it'll come a little bit brighter. Maybe I should use red. Let's do yellow and red. Let's try some red. That'll brighten it up. I just got sloppy. That's enough of that, Beth. No sloppiness allowed. This is kind of a sloppy page, but I cover it up with my fabric strips, so it'll be kind of our little hidden, it'll be a hidden mess. It'll be our little secret. It probably would have looked a lot better if I didn't have that paint on there where I had to smash it shut the other day. But that's what it said. Close your book. Put the paint down and close your book. Okay, so there's a little bit of oils. So that was a great idea. See, I got more supplies than I know what to do with. But these weren't very much. I think these were only like $6 online, Amazon. They weren't very much. So now I get to paint. Well, I do have this white paint over here that's watered down. I know you said watercolors, but I'm thinking I'm going to try this uh, watered down paint and then go over everything. That might work out. It sort of pushes it back a little bit. That's what we want to do. I'm not going to watercolor the I did splatter on him, but I'm not going to watercolor on him. Just the other stuff. So there, I watercolored. I think it looks pretty good. I can see the numbers. Obviously, I can see the gesso. I can see the white splattered. So I think I can see my prompts pretty good. Alrighty. The next prompt is things 10 things that you love. 10 things that you love. Things. Now it says things, not people, Becca. Just things. So, what things do we have that I love? Well, I'm going to look. I'm going to draw my page and I'm going to look in my words. And if I can find 10 things that I love in there, it didn't say my favorite. Yes, Becca, Linky, Tinky Linky is definitely a thing that you love. There you go, Teresa. She's listing all her 10. She's listing her 10. Okay, that's enough of that. Made everything smell. So let's see if I can find 10 things that I like. I like my community. That's a good one. I like my friendships. I'm going to cut the friendships out. That one and my community. And I'm going to glue them down. All around. There's 2. It didn't say my favorite things. It just said things. So it might be different things. Got all kinds of words in here. Trying to use things. Come on, give me some more words in here. There's something all folded up with my name on it. It doesn't have anything else in it. Okay. It's just a piece of paper. I could write on it if I need to. Of course, I like my art. I can use the word art. That's 3. This is just giving me a hard time. We'll put it back in there and get it out of the way. Okay. I like adventures. We went on an adventure last night. We went out to eat. Then we went to the Dollar Tree. Oh gosh, I got to show you what I bought. Okay. I like to party. It says art party. I can take the party part. I like to party. Could I say I like today? I like today. I like the beach. I can put the beach on there. Okay. I like bees. Just be you. That's me. That's me in a nutshell. Oh, look, I like birds. Hey, Becca. Hey, Becca, looky here. Becky's got blood on her neck from the kitty cats trying to climb on her. I like birds. We'll put birds on there. I lost count. I like everyone. That's all of you guys. I could put a ladybug on there and say I like ladybugs. That'd be cute. I like ladybugs, so that's one. I like the ocean. There's the difference between the beach and the ocean now. Don't get testy. Don't be testy. I'm not cheating. No. I like stamps. I'm sorry, but it's going on. It's the way I interpret it. It's the way I interpret it. Yep, I'm a stampaholic. So I like stamps. What's going on there? Let's see. I'm going to put just be you. It's kind of one of my favorite things, you know. So let's count them now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I got 2 extras. There's 10. So I didn't get to do friendship or party, but I got 10 others. Okay. So let's see if those stay down. Brenda, tell him that I said I needed you in the chat tonight, and you're helping me in the chat. So you tell him that if you didn't mind, I'm going to skip out tonight and help Beth. I can be your excuse. And if he needs to take it up with me, you just tell him to come on in here, and I'll take it up with him. There's 35 of us. Goodness gracious, you guys. Thank you all for being here. Thanks everybody up in the balcony. I'm having so much fun doing all this, and I've got other things to do. I got to move on. I'm trying. So, okay, the next prompt is flying. So I just happen to have a bird that's flying. And you know what? It'll fit right there, and I can still see all my words. Oh, that worked out so good. That planned out perfectly. Perfectly, I say. I didn't plan that. I knew this bird was over there, but I had no idea it was going to fit right there. So I got some glue on that. Bye, Juju. She's got to go get ready. Okay, honey. She's got to go get ready. So that's going to go right there. And my little art can be moved on top. Perfect. I know, Jen. It's coming out so cute. Now, the only thing I wish I would have done is I wished I would have inked the edges of that bird. But I can still go over it with a marker to outline it. And I can do the same thing with my words. Kind of go around them. Yeah, like that. There we go. Birds of a feather flock together. That's all of us. We're birds of a feather. Cute. Okay. Just be you. Oh, I've done it now. I got to take this and I got some glue on it. I run them every time. I run them every time. Okay, I'm going to quit. I get ink on my tips of my glue on the tips of it, and it ruins the felt nib. Okay, the last prompt is greenhouse. So I just happened to find a house in a children's book, and so I thought I would just paint it green, you know, and there's my greenhouse. So there. So that helped me get this done a lot quicker. I don't know what time I started this uh, earlier. So we can glue this down anywhere we want, I guess. If I glue it there, it'll just cover up community. It's a hidden community, guys. It's hidden. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. You could see part of it. Okay. So there's my page. I'm going to take a picture of this before I lose it. I'm going to throw those away. I don't need those anymore. And I didn't take a picture of any of these, but I'm going to take a picture of yesterday's and the day before that, and then this one. And I'll take two and put this down. Put my strips of fabric down, and I like it that I matched the picture back up on the pattern on the napkin on the material. And I gotta get that glare out. There. So how about that? Becca likes it. And then the last thing I'd like to do is put a date on it. And this is number 5. Oh, I've already got the date on there. I'm ahead. Oh, right. So this one's number 5. I should have put 5 up there in the corner. Oh well, hindsight. So I'm gonna leave this to dry, and this will be tonight. We're going to do on this side. So I'm just going to leave this like this and let it dry, and it'll be ready by 9 o'clock. Okay, Becca, there we go. Woohoo! Thank you, Becky. Yeah, he was just an old photo. I had gotten some old photos from the flea market. Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Goldie. Hi, Patty. Come on in. Come on in. All is well. So, I talked about the stamps, and I talked about the 100-day challenge, and have I talked about the my flower trade I'm doing yet tonight? I was working on this before you all got here, and this is a flower trade that I'm in over at Aunt Beck's. And Aunt Beck is having any kind of fiber flowers. And I said, Beck, and they're all sewing. All the girls in her that she's a seamstress. She's a very very good seamstress. Aunt Beck. If anybody wants to put her link in for me, I would appreciate it. And so I watch her. She's one of my favorites to watch. And I don't do a lot of hand sewing and stuff, but I do the fiber things with the felt. So I said, "Can I do felting?" And she goes, "Any kind of fiber." And I said, "Oh, good." So here's one, and it's almost finished. Um, I'm going to put some beads on it, and there's about 8 of us in the group, so I'll probably will make 8. And there's a tulip. I've got the I'm going to put some stitching on here, and it's going to be I'm going to go down and make a little oval, and then another little oval here to make it look like a leaf or a petal. And then I'll put some glass beads on it. And I'm also going to send a piece of fabric with it. I don't haven't decided what fabric I'm going to send, but I will try to match these individually ones up. If it, whatever matches it. If, like, for example, if this matched it, I would send a little piece of maybe a 6 by 6 square of fabric, and then they can do something with the fabric if they want to sew this down on a fabric and make a pillow or a quilt, and put these flowers, because they're going to get flowers from Aunt Beck and some of the other girls, and they're trading flowers. But since there's such a small amount of us, I think the majority of us are sending one out to everybody. So, technically I only needed two, but now I'm up to eight. So I've got three, four, five, and I think I'm gonna put these together for six, seven, and I'm gonna make another one. And I'll probably make another one this size. But anyway, I just use cookie cutters and needle felt it down, and that's how I'm working on those. And um and I'm also thinking about adding a piece of thread, um, embroidery thread, and they can hang it in the window, or hang it on a little knob, or hang it on your lamp knob, or around the lamp. It would be cute. I like to hang things on my lamps, um, or just someplace that you can just hang it wherever it matches, in the bathroom or something like that, or or if they want to sew it down on the fabric and make and do whatever they want to do with their flowers. But these turned out really cute, and that's where these came from. I did the biggest one, and and uh and that's where that one came from. And they turned out to be round instead of pointy. But that's okay, nobody will know but me. So that was cute. I might do this one again, and because I've got three blue ones, and then I've got this blue, and an orange one that was already made up, and then these two. So I just need to make one more, and I'm not going to do it right now. Um, I guess I could do one to show you how it works, how I do it. If you like felting, and it's wool, and most felting is done with wool. You can felt with other products if it snags. The wool has a sheath. The sheath of the wool, each individual hair of the fur has a sheath, and it goes in both directions. And so when you snag the needle down, the needle has these little barbs on it that snags the fiber down, and then it snags the fibers back up. And and then before you know it, you have a felted piece. And that's how that works. I do have a cough drop, and my mouth is dry, so I'm getting me a drink here. Joyce's son is working in a house in her house, and he's doing some woodworking and putting in her crown molding. Good luck, son. Good luck. Oh my! Teresa's power went out, and it's been storming here tonight too. I think it's everywhere. It's getting scattered showers, storms. So anyway, I'm going to use this one, and this is uh, it's more like a font, an icing cookie cutter. I've got some of these. I just bought these at the yard sale the other day. These little flowers, but I've got some things like this, and I use them in my clay and stuff, and uh, they're for the font that they use now on the cakes, and it's like a sheet, and that's what they use these for. But anyway, you take your fibers, and you poke them down in there, and then you get your needle, and I'm going to go uh, into every one of these little points, which makes it hard, but it can be done. It's a little fiddly, I guess you could say. Font it, yeah, font it. That's it. That's it. That's what these cookie cutters are for. And then the silver cookie cutters are for sugar cookies, but I use them in my clay and in my art room. I don't cook with them. And you might need your needle to help push it down in there, but you want to get in every little point. And I'm gonna go around once, and then I'm going to fill them back up again, and it'll be thick enough then. But but you can do it. It'll go. But I've done felting for 5 or 6 years now, and I love it. And I learned everything I learned online. I learned from YouTube, and so uh, if I can learn it, you can learn it too. But the other day, Thursday, I guess it was, I was talking to Diane Messy, and she said that she did wet felting, and I said, "Oh, I do too." So I got my fabric journal out and showed everybody. Uh, if you want to go back to that video, you can see my fabric video, and it's got a lot of other felting things that I've done, little sceneries and ornaments and doolollies. And it's just a fun hobby. And that's probably one of the things why you all like to come in here, because I never do, I'm always doing something different. But I miss my painting. I haven't painted in forever. But anyway, after I'm using my needle, taking my time, and filling the holes. And if I see any light, I'll go back and put some more wool down in there. And I think I got a couple little spots there I can tend to. And you can tell when you don't have enough on the ends. So we'll take that off, and you can see what I've done. And then you just continue to felt the loose ends down. And then I like to go back to each petal. And I've got to flip this over as well. If you don't flip it over, you can felt it permanently down onto this spongy stuff. And so I have to flip it over. And you can also fit it back down into the cookie cutter if you feel like it's not shaped enough for you. But now what I'm going to do is pick off the white stuff, which is this. I need a new pokey thing, or I need to put some fabric or some felt down on it so that I don't get the white stuff. But anyway, we'll manage tonight. So what I'm going to do is with every petal, I'll go in between the petals and poke and make it sturdy right there. And I'll poke every petal. And this is probably not the easiest cookie cutter to do, but it can be done. And it did look cute over there, what I was doing. It did look cute. So you get the idea of what it's going to look like when I get done. And you got to watch your fingers and all that good stuff. But it's coming along. Coming along. And then you can put a center in it if you want to do a center. You could just do a bead there, but I think it's cute to put the uh, the other colors in there. I'll use a little bit of white. I don't need a whole lot. And I'll put half on one side and half on the other side. So there's my center. And you just go real slow with your needle so you don't poke yourself. Fingernails are handy. And just take your time and poke. You don't need to poke as fast as I do. Take your time and poke it down. And when I pull this up, you're going to see some white on the other side. Sometimes you'll see the white come through as I poked it to the other side. So I'm just going to take this other little bit of wad and tighten it up in my hands, and I'll put it down on the back side or the other side. And take my time and gently poke. You can also use a pokey tool. If you got a pokey tool, just a pointy tool, you can hold it down with a pokey tool so that your fingers aren't near it. So that's a handy way to do that too. Safe way. This is for it's not for everyone. It's not for the very young or the very old. Uh, I gave my mom a sample bag of all this stuff, and I thought, oh, she's going to love this. And she's good. She's good at sewing, and she loves to do little needlework stuff, and she makes things, and she likes to work with beads and stuff, and but she didn't like this. She did not like the felting. She says, you can have that back. I said, oh, really? But I just go to town with it, and I go fast, but I've been doing it a while. So, as you grow, you will learn to do it fast too. You may not go as fast as I do, so that's fine, and there's nothing wrong with that. I do everything fast. That's just me. So here I have fixed all of these little petals, and it's all done. There's a couple of girls that felt too. Kelly Ann likes to felt. I have felted with her before. And Becca felts. She likes to felt. And Sharon Lumbar, she felted along with me. But I don't know of anybody else offhand. So anyway, there's my little felted project there. So I'll continue to work on this to get the fuzzies on, and you can also trim. You can trim the fuzzies off if you're done with the felted, and it will not come apart because it's felted together, and you can't. You might be able to pull apart with needles and things, but and work it apart, but it's permanent. It's felted permanently. And there's lots of old stories uh, about wool back in the day when that's all they had was the sheep, and they didn't know how to do cotton yet, and linen. Uh, your linen is made from a grass. Believe it or not, I didn't know that until until I started felting. I just never really thought about it. Didn't know what linen. I knew what it was, but I didn't know what it was made out of. And but linen is a grass, and it's very interesting to watch how they make linen, and uh, and then it's made into a thread, and it's like silk. Silk is made from a little silkworm, and that whole little white cocoon is the silk, and they make silk thread from it. It's amazing. It's just amazing. I watch fiber shows. So anyway, that's all I really wanted to do tonight with that, just to show you how I'm going to do it. And tomorrow is Sunday. I'm got to get in here and do some beadwork on some of these, and get them ready to be mailed in July. They're for July. So that's a swap. And then the other two swaps I'm in, I've got them over on the other side over here, and I can show you a little bit. Um, I can put these over here out of the way. And I'm in another swap for Cindy, and it's a postcard swap. So let's see what I've got. Some of the envelopes I have already sealed, but I think I've got most of the others open. So I need to get all of these ready to go out in Monday's mail. So let's see what we can do here. Lots of projects. What's happening? Is this a felt project? Yes, Lynn. It's a flower trade. I'm trading flowers, and I'm felting mine. But the other girls in Aunt Beck's group, they're doing fabric flowers, and they're embroidered on them and decorating them. So anyway, uh, this is uh, this is my envelope trade, and I've already got it sealed, so I can't show you the envelope trade. But what I did was I decorated an envelope, and the envelope was so daggone cute. You're going to have to watch Teresa and Kellyanne open their envelope package. I'm sending a package to Kellyanne because she's the host, and this is her first trade. So I made sure I made her an envelope, and the envelope had to be blue and green. You had to have a seahorse on it, and you had to have dictionary pages on it, and washi tape, and a little bling. So I used a little bit of glitter glue I had up here. It was I used a rusty glitter glue, and it's got glitter in it. So that was my bling. And I used also a gold pin for some bling on my envelopes. So so that trade. So I have a small seahorse over here, and I wanted to put it on the envelopes, stamp it on the envelopes. So you all can watch me do that. So where's the seahorse? There's a dolphin. Here's the seahorse. And there was a couple of girls in the envelope trade. They said, I don't have a seahorse. So I had a napkin with seahorses on it, and I cut it up and I shared it. Well, I mailed them two seahorses apiece, and I had two. Well, I can't find them, so I had enough to do uh, one of them with the seahorse, and the other one doesn't have a seahorse. But that's just the way she goes sometimes. And I moved on, and I had to move on. So we want blue and green for this little project. So I'm decorating the envelopes, but I've got everything inside to inside the envelope what I was supposed to have inside. So I thought this is a pretty seahorse. I have no idea where I got it from. It's it might have come from Hobby Lobby or something. So we'll put some seahorses for Kelly. She'll like that. And then I taped the napkin on the back of her envelope, and I can see right now I need to put some more varnish over top of it, so I won't put any more on that. Okay, so that's good. And then I've got a little dolphin or a whale or something. It's a little whale or a fish or something. So he's swimming around too. So that's what we'll do with that. I just wanted to decorate my envelope a little bit. All right. So that's enough of that. So those are almost ready to go out. And I will address those later. So, and then the next one is I had a giveaway last week, and here's the giveaway. So I don't remember what I was giving away. I have no idea what I was giving away. So, but anyway, I got some Happy Mail stuff to go out. And random Happy Mail. And then my postcard swap, I haven't shut those yet. So these are my postcard swaps. And so I can show you what I'm sending Cindy. And my partner, I won't get my partner till Friday or Monday. So I'll show you the postcard that I made. And I just randomly made them. I didn't do anything special. But I had these postcards. So I sent a few of those to Cindy for her to put in her stash. And she can put them in her ephemera packets if she wanted to. There's a few there for her to have. And then I made a postcard. And I thought I put it in here. But evidently I didn't. Here's the postcard. And I've got some Happy Mail down in there as well. So I thought I had it. I don't see it. Unless it's sticking to it. Just not having any luck today. I don't see it. Maybe I didn't put it in there. So here's the postcard that I made. And I must not have put one in hers. I made two. Maybe I need to make another postcard. So I was going to send these to my partner, and I don't have a name yet. So that's the postcard. So apparently I'll just send Cindy those postcards. That's all I got. That's all I've got made. So I'm done with my swaps. I can go ahead and put them in the mail, get them ready for Monday's mail. So that'll be good. That'll be good. And then I've got some, I'm getting my stamp trades back. I'm starting to receive some. So that'll be good as soon as I get everybody's uh, trades for the first part of July. So we'll be done with that. So that'll be in progress. So great. Okay. So let's see. How are we on time? Well, it's 8:30. We could go ahead and work in uh, my rooster chicken book here. And I can also give you a sneak peek of after we do the stamping trade. We're As soon as I get everybody's back out in the mail, I will start making some dolls. We do dolls all the time, and I made this doll last week. So she's going to be in the doll trade, and she's going to fit in this envelope quite nicely. And I just think she's adorable. And she was from another picture of these little girls that I get them off the internet. And she's catching stars, and she's putting them in. There's her net, and there's her jar of stars. So I love it. I love it. So I will put my name on the back of it, and for the doll trade. And I will probably make a few more. And here's some more dolls that I've made. Also, I made this one not too last week, and so she was like this girl, but I didn't give her the. She was just a different girl, and she's similar to because her feet are the same, but I made her a little different, and I gave her an apron, and I gathered it and put little buttons on it and gave her some pearls. And she's got a bow in her hair, and she's got a bobby pin to keep the bangs out of her eyes. So, so that's her, and she's a little wonky, but that's okay. I think she's cute. And then this little girl is in a doll book that I have, uh, and it's right over here. And I could probably maybe continue making another doll out of it tonight if I can find the book. If I can find the book. And Sharon Lombard sent me the doll book. She says, I'm done with dolls here. Take this book. So I've got the book, and I've been cutting it up, making dolls. So now the $50 question is, where is the doll book at now? That's a $54 question. I thought it was over there, but I could be wrong. But you can make a doll any way you want, and I can show you some dolls in my box of different examples. And I have other doll books, coloring books. So you could, if you have a doll like this, you could, cut her out. But in the coloring book, there's their dresses. So you can get a head out of a magazine and put it on cardstock and cut it out and do her head and then color her dress. And I've done that. I have done that already a few times. And some of the girls have heads. So you can glue this down on some cardstock and then color it in, and then you could fussy cut it out, and the cardstock will make it sturdy enough. for your trade. And that's how I've been making dolls, just little simple paper dolls. And I've used several out of here, and I've got 2 or 3 of these books, and that was one of them. And I'm looking for the others. Here's another one. Here's another doll book, and I put a piece of black paper right here. It's cardstock, and then this is a sticker. And so now she needs arms. So I will find some arms out of a magazine and put some arms on her, and then I could cut her out and use her as a paper doll. Here's the other book. It's here. So we've been using, I like to use models for dolls as well. You can make paper dolls out of a fashion couch. She would make a very cute doll. Just glue her on some cardstock and then fussy cut her out, and she's ready to go. She's got everything. So I look through my catalogs and magazines, and I look for people, and she would be cute for the top of the dress. You see, I would make her the top of the dress, and I found some extra arms and legs that are there. So I've been making things out of this book, and she's already ready to go. And then I had these pictures, and she would make a pretty doll, and I think I've used her for something else already, but she would make a pretty doll. And you just start creating. And here's a doll that I made. There she is. And I put a bow in her hair. I need to color her dress. So I scuffed her shoe up. Her shoes are a little awkward, but that's okay. She's still a doll. So you get an idea of in this book, and then this is another dresses, and the heads again, and you find some heads and arms to put on there on these. And these have already got a black back, but I would still glue it down to some cardstock paper to make it thick, a little thicker. And these are just dresses, so you got to make the head part. But that's how you make paper dolls in my room. But this was out of the other book that I'm looking for. And I've moved it. No doubt I have moved it. And I'm not going to worry about it. It's getting a little late, so I'm not going to worry about it. But anyway, her name's Sally, and she's a paper doll out of a book that I have. Now here's a mermaid that I made, and she's movable, and she swims, and her hair moves, and and she floats. So she's cute. And I got this idea from someplace. I don't I usually get my ideas, visual ideas, and then I can come in here and make it. Hello, Barry. Oops, dog alert. So this was a catalog, and these girls were dressed up in a catalog book, and I glued it on cardstock, and I'm cutting them out and making those dolls. This is a guy. There's Barry. Barry, I've got you in my paper dolls. We're not prejudiced. We like guys. But this was in a magazine, and I cut them out, glue them on cardstock, and trimmed them out, and he's a paper doll. And this was those postcards that I showed you just a minute ago. I'm sorry, I'm not in screen. So you can make paper dolls any way you want. Now here is some paper dolls. I saw this in a craft magazine, and it doesn't matter the shape. And I used washi tape, and I used a file folder to make it thick. And here's Cher. We got Cher in our paper dolls, and her long hair. Hmm. So those are fun to make. And then this one was made from Jassy back in 23. And she made me a pilgrim. Jassy does beautiful work. And Goldie started the paper doll trade. And we're not doing this until after the stamping trade. And I will get with Goldie later and get all the names, and I will write them down, for you all to make who wants to make paper dolls. I haven't started the list yet. I'll get it. I'll get Goldie's list. Here I've got, and then I put these on skewers, and she's floating in the pool, and I put an umbrella over her head. So this was just from a pool magazine, and I've got this stamp here, and I stamp her out, and I use different colors of ink, and then I dress her with lace and trinkets and things, and she's holding her little baby doll. She's got her key, and she has a button clasp, and then she has a flower in her hair, and she has to hold her flower in her hair with the bobby pin. Oh, Goldie, Will, I want to get all the names you had too. I will. I'll make a new list. I'll make a new list, Goldie. But I still want all of the names that started. So this was from Cindy. See how she made her doll? She just colored it on paper, and you can use a stamp. I have a couple of stamps that we could play with, and so there's another one of those stamps. So these are just some ideas of dolls. And here's a yoga girl. She's doing her yoga on little sticks. Just use your imagination, and it'll work. And this one's from Cindy's. By Steph. This was Cindy's trade, but Goldie made this one. Isn't it cute? And she just made it from scratch. She's talented. Don't you let her get out of that. And here's another little girl. And this was printed out like this. And then you fold it together, and when you cut her out, the legs match, and the back matches, and this side's the straight edge. Now this is a little origami doll, and I just folded her, and made her. I got a GI Joe. Oh no, this is another guy doll, and and I need to find him a pair of boots. I got a little fox as a doll. There's another Jassy. This was a Christmas one. See, she did Thanksgiving, then she did Christmas. And here's another one she made. She's just so cute, and Jassy does so good. I sort of hurt her. I sort of tore her foot off. Oops. Have to be careful. Then this is a Tim Hortons doll. Put him on a stick. And I've got Goldie's doggy in here. There's Goldie. So you see, you could do all kinds of things with your dolls. There's more down in here, but I'm going to move on. So This is just a box. And this box is getting full. I'm going to have to get a new box. I got another box over there that has parts in it. Just parts. So these dolls here, I need a longer box. I put their feet down and then I lay them down in here on top because they're too big to go in here. And I don't want to fold them. So I need to find a longer box for the tall girls. And then this one is ready for the trade. She'll fit in the box. I can put the envelope over here. But that's what that's all about. Well, that'll be fun. Yeah, we could always do doggy dolls. Cats, dogs, foxes, chickens. Yep, we could. So I'm going to look for that fabric that I found. And I want to find, this is my chicken book, and it's just a Reader's Digest. I tore out every other page and a few more to make it so that it won't be too alligatorish. I might end up tearing some more pages out of it as I go through. And I just randomly glue pictures down, and people send me things, and I put them in here. So that's how that goes. But all of this was given to me. Somebody sent me a napkin, and I put feathers on and they're thumbprint chicks, but it was a napkin. I colored him this year. This was Angie's. And this, I think Esther gave me this fabric, and then I made a nest, and I put real eggshells in the make them look like eggs. And then I think Angie did these with her. She's got one of those cutout machines, and she kept me out a bunch of stuff. This was trucks and a barn. It's a theme. And here's a barrel with a chicken on top of it, and then the wind vane. And I could put some of these chickens on the opposite of these white ones. I need to go in there and collar them. But I could put these over there. On one page, maybe. Yeah, I could do that. Anyway, any which way. So let me find my glue. I am thirsty. I better take a drink. My mouth is dry. I've been talking nonstop. Goldie made a cat doll for Kitty Jen. Well, that's good. That's good, Goldie. I've got a cat book and a fox book that, let's see if I can find it real quick, that I can use some of the prints in those to do dolls. But they're not at my fingertips. And I don't know where they are. They should be right there. That's okay. Nope, keep going. Don't quit. Don't quit. Collage. Oh, here's some. This is one of Debbie Epps' book. And it's got cats and dogs and chickens in it. And these would be cute dolls. So I'd like to get the whole thing, the whole stand up. This would make a doll. Get their legs. Just whatever your imagination takes you. These would make dolls. These would be pretty dolls. The kitty cats. And I'm sure there's a dog one in there and a chicken too. And these would look good. Here, we got dogs and cats and chickens here. These would all make dolls. So yeah, that would be cute. That would be cute. And I'm sure there's more back here. This is a big book. It's got a lot of pictures in it. A lot of funny ones. So we should paint some of these. We could paint I could paint them and then glue the picture on the other side. That would be cute. But here's two here. These would be cute dolls like him. And these two with the feet would be cute dolls. And I have done a series of chickens, painted chickens before. I painted cats and dogs. We paint everything. I did have one time I painted a chicken on the beach. It was kind of comical. There's two at the beach. There's Beth and Joe. And here's the lady hens. But anyway, yes, we could do animals. We could. So let me get this going here. Get a little glue each going on here. Like that. Get some glue each there. And I think that looks fine on that page. I will leave it open since it's wet glue, but I can show you a few more things. Bonnie sent me this one. I think these were on the envelope and I cut them off. Or was it a chicken swap? I've got swap here, so it must have been a chicken swap. This is a napkin and a card. And this was made from Bonnie. And look, see the chicken wire? Isn't that just so cute? Now, Bonnie streams, so she must make this kind of stuff. I don't know that I've seen Bonnie make a video. I know that I'm subscribed to her. And the one channel that she uses, she just recently reached 50 so that she can start streaming. And look here, this is a little pocket. This one came from Janet Nash, and it's like a little bird or something, and it's just made out of a circle, and you fold it up, and then add a beak and two eyes. It makes a bird. I've got some fabric in here from Janet Nash. And I think I have the stamp. Made a pocket. So, so what I'll do as I go through here, if I find a page that doesn't have anything on it, I can tear it out, and because this book is getting too fat. So this has got something in it, so I'll leave it. And I'll leave that one. And here's a little cluster that I made. And I had these on a bag. Cut the bag up to get those off. And this is a hidden paper clip cluster. That's what that is. We did those as a trade one day. This is just a piece of ribbon that I haven't decided where to put yet. And these are some pictures that I got out of a chicken book that I have over here. There's a piece of green ribbon. And this can go on that page that I just made. It's a wax paper, so it won't stick to the other side. So I'll just put that in there. So it looks like I'm coming up on some more pages. So these two could be torn out. They don't have anything on them. Help make my book go thinner. So that's good. And here's 2 more pages. 3 pages. So I'm going to tear them out. And I've got some trim, and I'm going to use this somewhere in the book. And I just haven't decided where yet. And this was a chicken tag from Sharon Lombard, and she really blinged it up. She does cute things, Sharon does. I got May Tag Swap, but it's got Sharon's name on there. I was going to look at this napkin. Doesn't that match this green? I think it does. I'll use the hot glue gun. Put some glue down, and I'm going to put that ribbon right there. Like that. Give it a little trim. Like that. That's good. So that was over here. And I'll make a pocket for that. So let's see. There's another page. And that's a napkin. Yeah, Juju's live right now, and Becca's going to go live here in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to get off here and go to Becca's, and we're going to do today's 100-day challenge number 6 prompting. If anybody wants to go over to Becca's.
I do. I'll go to Becca's.
Joe will go.
Hi, Becca.
Joe wants to go.
I got something for you, Becca.
She's not in here at the moment. She's in another room.
Oh, look at this. Isn't that pretty?
Oh, wow. This is in our backyard.
Turn flat.
Huh?
Flatter. There. There you go.
This is in our backyard.
Looking up to the north after
And
the storm.
Yeah, after the storm. The sun's still trying to shine. It's 9 o'clock and the sun's still shining.
Yeah, let's throw it one. Let's throw it another. It's another picture.
You see purple and orange in there?
Brown.
A rainbow.
Had a double rainbow there for a second or two.
right here, I can see it.
Yeah.
And then over here. It's right over here.
Uh-huh. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Big. That rainbow was almost as big as the moon.
There's our front yard. And this right here is that our my top of my mailbox.
No, it's a tree next door.
Oh, okay.
That's the only shot I could get because of the bushes.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh,
So,
that's a better shot. I like
yeah,
that one better. That
yeah.
was the first one too.
Let's go crabbing.
Yeah, that's the crabs we
I
had.
got to go. We're getting off here.
Oh, okay.
So, anyway, I think I've done enough. And I'm going to go ahead and get off so I can go over and get on Becca's channel. And I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in and hanging out.
Me too.
And
I
I will see
appreciate
you
it.
over at Becky's. And then I will be streaming again on Tuesday. So we'll see you over the weekend in everybody else's room.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. Good night.
Good night, girls. Be safe going home and with all your other stuff. It's in everything you do. Gotta be safe these days.